I need all my black people to come to the forefront. If you are not black, keep the fuck strolling. It has nothing to do with you. Y'all, please, if y'all want to make it back home to y'all families, come October the 18th at No Kings March, do not take y'all ass out there. 92% come to the front. Do not take y'all ass out there. Them ICE agents, that Proud Boy shit, that MAGA shit. If y'all have y'all ass out there marching, ain't no guarantee y'all gonna make it home back to your loved ones. Stand down, my black Americans. Do not go to that march on the 18th. Period. That is not for us.
Fuck that No Kings rally and fuck that Purple Revolution. That stuff ain't got nothing to do with black folks. Black folks do not have to fight for this goddamn country. This country don't ever fight for us. All right? But now because the majority population here in America is suffering and a lot of y'all are starving, and what this administration is doing to y'all, right? It's hurting y'all pockets. Now you want to talk about let's come together. For what? Why? You'll be all right? Y'all, some of y'all claim that y'all the superior race and y'all are well, hey, you got it. Go be superior. Because that's a y'all problem. Y'all figure it out. And then all this fear mongering that y'all keep saying, oh, they coming for black folks next. When did they ever stop? Matter of fact, some of you people that was saying that, they're coming for black folks next, you're the same ones that came for us. You're the same ones that talk bad about us online. You're the same one that generalize us and paint us to be, bad and evil and violent and things like that. So why the heck should we care that you're starving now? And that this administration is hurting your pockets and your family is being affected and you damn near about to live on the streets. Should people care about that? No. Hey, whatever happens is going to happen. All right. Until then, I'm eating popcorn and drinking wine and watching this shit burn. All right.
Dear Black America, October the 18th, the assignment is still the same. Don't you take your behind out there and march. Don't you do it. We are not human bodyguards or human body suits. That man is waiting for black folks to come out. He is waiting to enact the 1807 Insurrection Act. He's waiting on us. Do not go out there and participate. We warned everybody who's going out there protesting to vote for Kamala Harris. The majority of the people who are marching didn't vote for her. 44% was the total of the white vote that she got from America. And there are going to be millions of people out there protesting who, had they voted for her, wouldn't need to be out there protesting. And just so that we're clear, marching under the moniker of No Kings, let me put you on some game. The No Kings moniker represents the colonials, represents the George Washingtons, the Thomas Jeffersons, the Benjamin Franklins, the John Adams of the world. They represent men who owned my ancestors, men who were merchants of the flesh, men who owned enslaved black people, who were seeking to free themselves from the tyranny of Britain, of the British. No matter who would have won the war, black people would have still remained slaves. So this is the moniker that you want to march under? No Kings? You're going to march under the moniker of people that enslaved my people? And then we're supposed to march against a current tyrant? Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay at home. 92% voted for Kamala. 80% voted for Kamala. We did our part November the 5th, and we warned everybody not to vote for this dude. And they did it anyway. And these folks want us out here as bodyguards and shields. We told you, we warned you, and you did it anyway.
Hi, beautiful family. Hope you're all doing absolutely well today. Tomorrow is supposed to be No King's Day protests, right? But this time around, Black Americans have collectively decided to sit this one out. And honestly, I don't blame them at all, because How many times are they going to be dragged to the front line only to be forgotten once the dust settles? People are tired of shouting for justice while everyone else claps from the sidelines. They are tired of bleeding for causes that only seem to matter when they carry them. So folks are saying, no more. We have done our part. We have done our 92%. Now it's time for others to step up. Anyway guys, let's dive straight into the video and I will come back with more commentary. Do well to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for doing that. Shout out to the original creators of today's episode.
Yo, why are we back here again? Another No Kings protest is happening this Saturday. I guess the first one failed and they needed a redo. Freedom doesn't mean you get your way. It means I get to call you out for being this damn ridiculous. The freedom fighters. What I see are cosplayers with Amazon Prime signs and oat milk rage. You scream No Kings while worshiping your favorite influencer like they walk on kombucha. You post resist tyranny from a Starbucks on Wi-Fi wearing $200 sneakers made by child labor overseas. Congratulations, your rebellion comes with a loyalty program. You hate the system. You are the system. You beg the same government that you claim to hate to wipe your ass. Forgive your loans, regulate your neighbor's sneeze, and ban mean tweets, and post that you don't like. That's not rebellion, that's a cry for a participation trophy. With benefits. A subscription plan for state-sponsored babysitting. You think holding a sign that says No Kings while filming a TikTok dance about oppression makes you a hero? That's content, not activism. You're not leading a movement, you're chasing an algorithm. You say we don't do kings. Okay, if that's the case, then stop acting like court jesters for whatever celebrity, politician, or blue check cult leader tells you what to think. You are not oppressed. You're just bored and allergic to accountability. Bottom line is you don't hate kings, you hate mirrors. Because every time you look in one, you see the spoiled subject of your own tiny monarchy of self-importance. So yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out. The rest of us are going to be watching college football anyway. March, chant, hashtag, do whatever the fuck you got to do to help you sleep at night. Just remember that freedom's not your prop, it's your privilege. And some of us still treat it like it means something. Who'd have thought?
So on the 18th, we staying home, okay? We staying home. Don't you take your black ass outside. We staying home. This is not our fight. This is not, we did our thing. We did it. We warned, we protested, we voted, we marched. We did all of the things, right? Don't you take your ass out there trying to be the barrier, okay? Or the one to make the difference. No, you stay your ass home, okay? You have a family. You have loved ones. You have friends. This is not our battle. This is not it. We did ours. We did what we were supposed to do. We did what we were supposed to do. Let them have this. You keep your ass home, okay? And let me find out one of you niggas went on out there, I'm gonna thump the shit out of you, okay? Stay home. Bye. And one more thing. The only purple revolution we doing is Prince. Ain't that right, Ma? Little Rick Corvette. Woo! Lord help. So leave us alone, all right? We staying home. In fact, where are we gathering? Let's go do lunch, okay? Let's go do lunch. Breakfast. Leave us alone. What are we doing on Saturday? Since we're not going to be outside protesting. Where are we going to meet up? Milwaukee? Purple rain, purple rain.
My thoughts about the No Kings Parade has not changed since June. And I refuse to call it a protest. At best, I'm going to call it a march. Because ultimately, doing anything on a Saturday in a major city is not disruption or interruption. It's just optics. So let's do some simple math. Currently in multiple cities, the National Guard has been deployed. In addition to that, you have agencies like the DEA, the FBI, and Snow Cone harassing, arresting, detaining, and assaulting people in your community. These are not people to have been found to have committed any crime outside of just being othered and exist. We currently have Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act that is potentially going to be repealed, which would impact Black voters first and then people of color more than any other demographic. 300,000 Black women have lost their job. And with me actually being in DC, where the federal government is housed, more people have lost their jobs last week, so I'm sure that number has changed. They cut the entire Department of Education sector that focuses on children with disabilities and other learning abilities. Now, with that information alone, we're doing math here. How does all of the situations in which I just named, plus taking the time out on a Saturday to march throughout the street with poster boards and magic markers, with freshly printed out t-shirts where the money for that could have been used for mutual aid, chanting while nobody's in any offices to hear you, going to undo all the things that I just listed. If somebody can help me do that math, I'm a millennial, so maybe that's Common Core. I don't know anything about that, but that would be great.
Now, while taking these clips, I was checking the comments as usual, and I came across these comments that I had to pause to read it again. The person said, "White woman here, you deserve a break. It's our time to fight for you all now." And the replies under, "We don't need you telling us we deserve a break. We got us around this BI." And the other one responded, "I mean, for real, trying to pretend to care." And honestly, I felt that because that's exactly what's happening now. Like suddenly people want unity, especially when you look at what was going on with that purple revolution, whatever, and white are calling for togetherness, and black people on the other side are like, "Oh really, now you remember we are all one when you need backup." They're like, where was all that purple energy when we were the only ones outside? Like, where was unity when we were screaming with no echo? Now that things are getting uncomfortable, it's we are family. But back then, it was, let's not make it about race, right? But there is also one thing you need to understand, that black people are not being mean. They are just being wary, because history already taught them what happens when you trust too quickly. And I'm seeing reports of people talking about National Guards being deployed before anyone even stepped outside. Like they are treating people already like they're already criminal for something that is supposed to be peaceful. And that is the proof that this is not about safety, it's about controlling people. Because when certain groups march with the flags, nobody rushes to send in the troops, but the moment they assume black people might show up, it becomes a military operation. And that's exactly why so many people are saying, no, not this time. Why walk willingly into a setup? Why volunteer to be the headline they already wrote in advance? And let's not forget, we have seen this before. Earlier this year, there was another moment where people were supposed to hit the street. The energy was high. People were saying, this is it. And the message was loud, right? I saw a lot of people were chanting so loud. But what happened afterward? Everybody went silent. People hyped it while it was trending, but when it came time to sustain that same energy, it vanished completely. And that's why folks are stepping back now, not because they don't care or because they are scared, but because they are tired of being used as fuel, tired of being the face of every struggle, but never the beneficiary of the victory. They are tired of doing the marching while everyone else does the watching. So if the streets are quiet this time, don't think that it is weakness or black people have already surrendered. It's just a strategy. Sometimes the loudest statement you make is refusing to perform on command. So maybe tomorrow they will see what the world looks like when black people decide to sit down and let others also feel the weight for once. Anyway, guys, let me know how you feel in the comments. Do you think sitting out is the right move this time? Or should people still be out there marching? I'm genuinely curious to hear from you. As always, stay safe, stay wise, and remember, power is not always in the shout. Sometimes it's in the silence. I love you all, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.